Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command MC 66-Day Challenge 2.0, and today is day 28. So today we are going to focus on issues with agents being able to access either their KW Command, KW Connect, My KW, their KW email. A lot of those details can be solved for, or at least we can help the agent solve for those items using their associate record. So we are in the associate card right now of our fictional character here, Mr. Chandler Bing. The first thing is, okay, so an agent doesn't know their KW Command username or password, right? Same thing for KW Connect or My KW. If you come into the associate record and scroll down underneath the general information section, you will find the username, and this is the username that they've selected for their Keller Williams technology. So that's the first step. Hey, I can't log into Command. We don't use Command. I haven't used Command in a while. I don't know how to get into Connect, etc. All right, well, if you go to agent.kw.com or kwconnect.com or mykw.kw.com, put in this username, and then, of course, when you're at that screen, there's a forgot password. Well, a lot of times they'll say, well, it says it's going to send an email, but I didn't get the email. The next thing we want to check is what their password recovery email is. And that's available here in our contact information section, the second email down. So if we come in here and we click on edit, you can see that Chandler's recovery email is b1ng@chandler.m@gmail.com. That's a really long recovery email for this test account. But this essentially is the email that the password recovery email would be sent to. It's also really important if you're looking through your associate records, maybe even plan an audit of this at some point in the future, make sure that this recovery email is not their @kw.com email. Because if they ever get locked out of their @kw.com or forget that email password, well, we can't send the reset to the same password that they can't access anymore. It's also very important to make sure that this is not a third-party service email. So if you're using any sort of onboarding service, etc., make sure that this is actually the agent's email and not something that can be accessed by a third party. That's something really important from KWI. So I do see this a lot of times, Chandler Bing at KW.com, Chandler Bing at KW.com. Just make sure that the recovery email is not the same as the personal email, ideally, and it's not an @kw.com email. Last piece of information that we can receive from the agent's associate detail card is the KWUID. So that's also down here in the general information section, KWUID. This is really important when registering for things like Mega Camp and Family Reunion. There also may be issues if you have a support ticket. Someone may ask from support, do you have the agent's KWUID? This is where you can look that up. Remember that this is going to be different from the recruit ID. Every associate has to start off as a recruit, and this recruit ID links back to that recruit card. So if we click on it, that's just going to take us into recruits, and this is where we can find the recruit card for Chandler, who then became an associate. So just kind of a heads up what the difference between those two is. So that's it for today. Essentially, how to help an agent who might be locked out of their Keller technology find their username and then instruct them to reset their password and help them find what that password recovery email is going to be. And some time-saving tips, make sure this is not an @kw.com email address. That's it for today, guys, and sort of wraps up our associates training. Tomorrow we're going to dive into the administration applet, and we're going to start talking about luxury and vendors. We're going to get into compliance and a couple of other things. So get ready for that. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day and look forward to talking to you again real soon.